Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Wednesday, May 8th, and we've got a pretty active period coming up. For today though, we'll start out with sunshine, but you can see we'll get some towering clouds develop here, and showers and thunderstorms will be moving in by the afternoon, and some of those could be on the strong to severe side, especially across southern and southwest lower Michigan, up into maybe south central and central Michigan, where there's a marginal and a slight risk of severe storms. So the big story with some clouds on the increase. It's still going to be one more really nice day with highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. And again, those thunderstorms will move in late. And then the showers will end sometime during the morning hours. Will be a little cooler, highs only in the 60s, but still not too bad. But then the next system will move in. We'll start out dry Friday, and then that rain moves in, and maybe some thunderstorms by late in the day or in the evening. And it's going to be a cool day. We may stay in the 40s all day on Friday. So Friday could be quite a miserable day out there. And then those thunderstorms are going to continue off and on through the weekend. And when all said and done, I'm forecasting 1.3 to 1.7 as an average for our 14 stations. And we'll get that report made out today and finalized this afternoon in case there's some adjustments with the afternoon package. Locally, we can see well over 2 inches of rain. Again, the heaviest amounts I think are going to be across central and southern lower Michigan the way it looks right now. And if we look at yesterday, we had a nice warm high of 82.8 and a low of 51.5 with no precipitation. Really nice day on Tuesday. And again, much of today may not be too bad, at least into the morning hours. And again, from southwest to northeast, the showers will spread in. And if we look at the morning picture, you can see actually it doesn't show it real well, but red sky this morning. So red sky in the morning, sailors take warning. We've got some inclement weather definitely coming for later on today, right on through the weekend. And if we look at the temperatures out there this morning, pretty comfortable. Lows in the 50s, again, upper 40s or at a cold spot there in Newaygo. And as far as sugar beets, these are the growing degree days accumulated from the wind forecast network. And again, these are 40-degree base, and they started at April 1st. And if we look at the satellite view this morning, you can see some of these strong storms developing across portions of Missouri up into Iowa, and the more will develop to the southwest. All this activity is going to continue to develop and move into the Great Lakes today. So enjoy the morning while you can, because rain definitely on the way for this afternoon. And if we look at those on radar, you can see actually quite a circulation. Some of these could spin up a weak tornado, so we'll watch that as it comes into the state. These things with a lot of shear and some good uplift could create some interesting weather over southwest lower Michigan into central Michigan. And can't rule out a very weak tornado. The best threat for damage would be high winds and marginally small to marginally severe hail. Right now it looks like wind would be the biggest threat with these storms. You can see on the lightning detection network out there, you can see a lot of lightning strikes popping up as those storms begin to move towards the Great Lakes. And again, we'll see a good chance of those thunderstorms here by later on in the day. And if we look at the weather map this morning, you can see one low pressure system moving off to the east-northeast. And again, that's going to help pull this warm air out ahead of the developing storm that'll actually be the main system. And that'll slowly trudge up through the Great Lakes and bring lots of prolonged periods of showers and thunderstorms right on through the weekend. And you can see the area of slight risk extends right into southwest lower Michigan right now. And as far as from the National Severe Storm Center for day one, you can see a marginal risk all the way up to Ludington to Bay City, down towards Detroit, and from those areas off to the south and southwest, with southwest and south central lower Michigan seeing the most likely chance of severe storms. And if we look at precipitation over the next, actually this is the next 7 days, you can see very significant rainfall across much of the Great Lakes, especially in the central and western lower Michigan, where many amounts could be over 2 inches of rain. And as far as extended outlook, fairly good news with warmer than normal conditions for both the 6 to 10 and the 8 to 14 day outlooks, with near to above normal precipitation. So it looks like warm and somewhat on the wet side, but we should be able to get a lot of field work accomplished here today before the rains move in. Many areas now over 50% on the corn planting. So hopefully another 3 or 4 really good days during this period, and we'll have everything wrapped up as far as corn. They'll be going into soybeans and into edible beans here with the next dry window, as it looks like. As far as the forecast goes today, again, we could get up into the low 80s, and then we'll see cooler temperatures for tomorrow, but still not too bad. And Friday right now, that's the ugly day, looks like, with plenty of showers, maybe a few thunderstorms, especially in the afternoon into the overnight hours as warm air tries to get here, but doesn't quite. Again, if you're south of that front, Blissfield, Jasper, down in that area, you could actually see temperatures right now forecasted in the mid 50s down there. You could actually see temperatures pop into the 70s if it were to creep a little farther north. So it'll be a close call for our southern areas as far as temperatures. But for most of the area, it's going to be in the upper 40s to mid 50s, and then in the 50s on Saturday. Well into the 60s on Sunday. It looks like we'll clear up and we'll have a nice day on Sunday. That'll be the best day of the weekend rather, and then pretty nice weather as we get into Monday and Tuesday. Temperature wise, we'll climb back into the 70s. As far as weather watch, again, nothing out there right now, but this is the area we need to watch out for a potential severe thunderstorm watch later on in the day into tonight, and that may actually be extended further to the northeast as that marginal risk is up in this area here. So again, don't be surprised to see some sort of a severe thunderstorm watch issued by the National Weather Service later on today. Thanks for stopping by and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.